and welcome to Humankind's Lucy Open Dev. My name is Jeff Spock. I'm the narrative director of the studio, here with my confinement hairdo to thank you for joining us on our continuing 10-year journey of co-creation and co-development with our community.
All right, guys. Good morning. Just heads up, this is sponsored content for the next 2 hours. I'm being sponsored to check out Humankind, of course, something that we're excited to check out on channel anyways, something that had a lot of requests for, and I'm glad to get a chance to try out. We'll see how we go after that. Don't have infinite time today, but do have a little bit of time, so maybe we'll play some more afterwards, maybe we won't. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Yep, no green screen. I'm down at my parents', so I have now traveled all the way from Iowa to Florida. It was a 21-hour drive or something like that. It will be a little subpar, I'm sure. Like it is a lot of my setup, but my setup's really not mobile, so it's not perfect. But hey, we're here. Hope everyone's holiday is going well. Hope you're getting to enjoy a little bit of it. I'm kind of excited. As they said in the intro here, this is the Lucy Open Dev, so it's not early access, it's not open beta, it's not beta, it's none of these, it's not alpha, it's none of these things, right? They've specifically got a chunk of the game playable that they want us focusing on, so we're going to try that out. It's limited in its scope, so we're doing the Neolithic to early modern. And I haven't played this game at all, so this is going to be me going in blind. You can play against your favorite streamers in-game personas. I wonder if I have an in-game persona. Think I get an in-game persona? All right, we're going to play serious, of course. All right, this is me. Does it look a lot like me? I didn't realize. Sure. All right, tribal panel. Your tribe is the core of your empire. In order to increase its population, you must increase its number of units. Every time you find food, this meter will grow. Once filled, you receive a new unit. All right, all cities and outposts, all military forces, army actions, claim territory, found a new outpost in any neutral territory, consume all the army's movement points. All right. So that looks like a nice yield tile right next to us, 5 yield. There's a 6 yield tile over there, but it's gold. Who knows what money's worth? Is it Civ 5 with extra steps? No, I assume it's the next generation of Endless Legends since it's by that company, which had some similar mechanics to Civ 5, but a lot of different mechanics. Hey, there's science over there. All right. So I want to figure out this base building. And what do you think these blinking, or are these movements, you think? In other words, do you think it's more movement to go up a hill? All right. By gathering food, you'll be able to create reinforcements. The next nomad unit will muster after collecting 20 food. Okay. So it seems like a pretty easy early objective to grab food. Combat versus wild animals. We haven't seen any. So I can't like harvest the dry grass or the berry bushes that we're seeing here. All right, let's move towards this glowing thing. A food curiosity. Seems good. 2 of 4 movement. Let's see if going up a hill costs us more movement. Does not. All right, auto harvest for 5 food. All right, what are these, you think? Saffron. Think it's a luxury? Grants extra resources from tile producing the corresponding resource plus 5 stability in all cities. Okay, so let's keep looking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're out of movement points, so presumably that's our turn. Although I can still claim territory. I just don't want to claim here. Maybe we should have gone a different direction. I guess we're nomadic, so maybe I shouldn't be too worried about turn 1. All right. So weird to not like found a base turn 1 in a game that is very Civ-like in its appearance, you know? Although I gotta say already that these graphics are already much nicer than Civ 6 graphics from my perspective. Like they're not as cartoony already. Ooh, can zoom out. It's a big world. All right, what do you think this stuff is in the top left? Relationship with other empires. So this is a diplomacy thing. Have 5 population. Enter units within your empire. Current value 1. Okay. How do we? Let's see what. I don't know what's blocking our vision right now. Like if you look, we have only 1 tile of vision this way. Even though we look to be at the top of a hill, we can't see down it. It's kind of interesting, the 3D element of it. We're top of a plateau here. What do you think? Let's go top. Let's go north. Let's go up. So it wasn't top of a hill. This is just the fog of war, rather. A forest and a cave. Think we can find an animal in a cave? Haven't done anything yet. What does this do? Okay, that's us. Can I explore? Attack. Move, skip, sentry. It seemed really far away to go back the other direction we'd moved, Zam, so I do remember that there was a special one, but I was assuming to find other things. So I guess I'll try this one where we don't settle, because the chat was like, you don't want to settle at this stage in the game. But I kind of want to try dropping some outposts later. Does it make us stationary? Okay, so we're out of movement. Am I getting like a little like unlucky to not find animals? Because I haven't found any friggin' animals at all, right? Or am I missing the animals? That's the other question. Am I missing the animals on the minimap? Special things respawn? Okay. Alright, just gotta acknowledge Curio. Can't miss the animals? Okay.
Later we rest.
I do really enjoy exploring games with chat. Like when chat has a little bit of information so I can get some like basics out of the way. Is unlucky so far? Okay, that's standard fare. All right, so we can't go up this elevation. We have to like traverse. I wonder why we can traverse there, but not here. That tile looks similar to me. All right, ancient encampment. Not sure what the yield was. Another tribe building an outpost. Well, can we murder them? Cannot be done, as you have to declare war and don't have enough war declare for that. Your tribe has spotted a knowledge curiosity. Visiting will grant a vision bonus till the end of the turn. And progress your knowledge meter. Once completed, you'll be able to enter the ancient era. Click knowledge. Okay, so that's this they're talking about. So I can't yet? Okay. I might try restarting in a moment here and try the dropping the outpost thing. Because whatever animals I was supposed to be seeing, I haven't seen yet. Alright. Alright, so this is respawned. Another dude's over here. I guess we're going back to this. We discovered something valuable. Finding this knowledge increases curiosity, okay? So we're at 6 of 10 knowledge, 0 of 3 hunter, 1 of 5 gross star. Alright. Maybe we can get out of this era with the knowledge stuff, potentially. Alright, 8 of 10 knowledge. Okay. Out of movement. You guys remember didn't we find one more knowledge curio? Maybe we go over this way and look for another one? Haven't been over this way yet. Does it stop me? Go there. I don't know how to cancel movement yet, so I probably should just move one tile at a time. All right, and that's our last knowledge one, right? Is that movement down there we just saw? I think I maybe saw our first animal. But I should be able to move there, then there, so we have 4 movement. So let's grab this. Got some wild berries. 10 of 20. Let's go here.
This way.
There. All right. That should give us 10 of 10 knowledge. Let's see what this does. Your actions have been rewarded with fame. During the Neolithic, you can win some more. By discovering natural wonders or achieving either of the 3 Neolithic objectives. Fame allows you to leave your mark in history and to win the game. And at the end of the final era of the Empire with the greatest fame will be the winner. Okay. You've achieved one of the objectives. You're now able to adopt the culture and turn your tribe into a people of the ancient era. Use the Empire button, select it, and leave the Neolithic. Okay. Select the culture you'll adopt for your empire in the next era. Sweet. Phoenicians. Unlike the lands, the seas give the merchants no obstruction. Sure. Zhao. Judge not an empire by the strength of its armies. Assyrians. The tallest blade is the first to be cut by the scythe. The Babylonians. Where the mind can see, the physical body can follow. And the Egyptians, are there more? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's rotating. So another 3 here. Another 4 there. Okay. Lust for war. All right. Our chariots must train before many movements before entering battle. All right. +1 combat strength unlocks action buyout. Automatically upgrades regular outposts. Can be used as a land spawn point for neighbor cities. Don't know what any of this means yet, unfortunately. Is this a hero unit? No. Special unit. War chariots provide an invaluable advantage, but disciplined organization of the army only lets nobles fight on them. So we're looking at essentially what each culture does, and we probably don't have enough game knowledge yet to make a decision about what these mean. Faith. You think there's gonna be a religion system? Cool. Stability and science. We don't know what any of these things do. I'm just gonna get a sense of how impactful this is. I mean, tech in these games is always amazing, right? Production. God, Egypt's always so fun to play in every game. Production is just nice. What do you guys want? Got a preference, chat? You could see maybe see what religion does. So far, there was the only one that had any faith at all was the Nubians. Oh, that's not true. I guess these guys have a little bit too. Production is greater than all. Maybe. I kind of want to see what faith does, so I'm tempted to take one of the faith ones. There were 2 with faith. One was giving us near rivers. I don't remember. Can I exit out here while we're doing this and look at the map? Doesn't look like I can, unfortunately. Can I? I lied. I can. All right. In other words, is there a river around us? Is this river? That is river. River over there too, and here. So we could take that one with the river bonuses. Seemed reasonable. Which was it? Wasn't them. It was what, the Olmecs? I don't know Olmecs. I don't even know that as a, like, I've heard of most of these other cultures somewhere, but I don't know what an Olmec is. It's new to me. +1 faith, +3 food, +2 faith per adjacent river. Is the head a, Oh, it's a statue. So you build this? South American culture? Gotcha. All right. You talked me into it, chat. By not saying anything at all, you've allowed me to have a monologue, and we've decided to do this. All right. All right, the right hand shows you the elements specific to your culture. The legacy trait is a civilization ability that this culture will hand down to its descendants in the following eras. The emblematic district is a district which belongs to this culture only. Finally, the emblematic unit is a military force also specific to this culture. Can, however, become obsolete as you progress through the game. Use the confirm button to adopt this year. Every culture gives me different clothes. That's excellent news. My wife will be happy to hear that. It won't just be which culture is most aligned with the white t-shirt cult, because I would like to have that information. The transition of the next era will occur between this turn and the next one. Oh, maybe I just wait one turn then. Out of movement anyways. Okay, we'll wait one turn. Alright, a tribe's legacy. You stand at a crossroads. For many moons, the tribe has trekked the wilderness, slowly, tortuously learning the secrets of this world. How the materials hidden in deep places and in plain sight might be fashioned to the tribe's advantage. Hats, for example. How the beasts and plants of the lands and seas can be most fruitfully harvested, and how myths and stories can glacially but inescapably give power over our greatest enemies, other tribes. They are our greatest enemies? Okay. Now you must decide in what domain the tribe will truly sharpen its knowledge for the ages to come. Will you be renowned as makers, farmers, or charmers? Maker. Add Empire Legacy trait Plant Lore. Farmers. Add Empire Legacy trait Wattle and Daub. What do these do? Decisions without information are, of course, meaningless. Alright. Storytellers. We'll tell myths that spread our renown, our beliefs will spread our lands, well beyond our lands. Add Empire trait Astronomy. Unfortunately, I don't know what these do. Chat, am I missing a hover tooltip somewhere? Okay. Chat doesn't know. It's fine. Alright, we'll try the storyteller. Maybe that or makers. I don't want to be farmers. Alright. Transition to the next era will occur. I thought we already said this. The transition to the next era will occur between this turn and the next. Oh, it hasn't actually done a turn yet. Okay, fine.
The challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns.
I'll turn it down after chat.
Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
All right. Chat, I wish each of you in your home at this moment to cheer in the same way. Every time we get a level up for an era, same deal. Promise me? I think you signed up for that when you tuned into my stream today. Already did? Perfect. So you're locked in. Awesome. And okay, basically I'm asking too many questions right now, chat. I just need to go settle something, huh? Do you get the yields that you settle on? That one I do need to know, because that looks pretty promising. No food, but production and science next to a river. Can you work across borders? Early growth is big. Well, rivers and early growth can be over here. There's no rivers up here. Oh, there's a river right there, actually. How about this one? 3 food. This is where we started, and I was excited about this when we were there. 3 food, 2 production. Rivers all around us. How important is this river bonus going to be? Oh, chat, there's so many questions. I'm so excited to find out. Let's go here. Scouts are free after settling the outpost. Dude, why didn't I drop an outpost earlier then, chat? All I have to do is click a button and I get an outpost generating resources. I wandered around this map for like 10 turns. We're like the worst nomads ever if we can't also be not nomadic. Alright, so I wander over there. That's still building. I wish to absorb this deer. Alright, let's try it. I can build another outpost? What's the limiting factor on outpost? I don't know. Confirmation phase. Hunt at outpost. Eliminate all enemies. Your side is stronger overall. Will you stand and fight? Confirm battle. Retreat. Auto-resolve. We're not auto-resolving our first fight. Influence is the limit. We're at like 1,000 influence, presumably. I don't know. I guess I don't know how much it costs for that. I say we confirm this battle. Alright, deployment phase. You can move your unit anywhere you want on this side of the battlefield. Alright, we'll take the high ground, using the grain to our advantage versus the deer commander. Okay. When you're satisfied with your unit placement, you can use auto battle or manual battle to start the fight. End deployment. Oh, the deer has run, like the coward the deer is. Every turn, there are 5 battle rounds. We will move to there. It's right click, not left click. And we will engage the deer. They have much less heart disease in their family than we do. But we have bigger muscles. Or more of them. Tough to say. I think that's numeric number of muscles. Oh, dude, he came around and flanked us, but still died. All right, we have gained 10 gold. The deer was friggin' loaded, it looks like. He'd been successful in life. So we mugged the deer. How's the first hour been? Interesting so far. I like the graphics more than I like the Civ 6 graphics, which is the next gen of this. So far, we're just figuring out the real basics of expansion and building. Like, I would immediately do things differently with the information I've learned from the first go around, but that's kind of how this goes. So we're doing a lot of learning. All right, at the moment, I gotta say, I prefer the drop down on the right from Civ 5 kind of interface, where it shows me all the new things this turn that require my attention. Because this acknowledgement shit down here, like, I still don't understand even what I'm doing here, right? So when I click then these, like, I'm like, okay, bronze working research, knowledge is power, acknowledge, click. That one stays there, and now it's still there. So I have to acknowledge it repeatedly, or go to the point where, you know, like, maybe if I assign the next tech, it will go away. But, like, what is the point of giving me keeping that acknowledgement there? I have to end turn to get rid of them. Yeah, but it's kind of like when the game gets, so here's the pros and cons of this, right? When a game gets complicated, what you want is you want notifications that aren't just diverting your attention, but are helping you walk through the turn of things that you want to take care of. So, like, there's a diplomatic interaction that needs to be dealt with. Okay, cool. But when I've dealt with it, I don't want the notification still hanging there that there's a diplomatic notification that needs to be dealt with, right? Because if I get into a complicated turn where I have 10 things to do in that turn, for example, I don't want to go to step 7 while it still tells me step 1 is undone, even if I've actually done step 1, right? So it could be an interface change that I would like to see. We'll see. They wanted feedback on this. And I don't know if that's going to be, they want to, like, watch my VODs kind of get feedback, or more like, I think they're going to send us out a survey. But that, to me, immediately, this system doesn't seem great to me. Because I don't want these down here weirdly sitting there when I've already addressed them. The same way I don't want to have the tech tree open still when I've finished assigning the tech tree. And yes, I can close it manually, but anyways, they want the UI to help us. I think we're going to call it here. I might just end turn a few times, see if I can get that faith thing happening. Yeah, it's pretty promising. I think I would like to touch on it again before the open dev timing ends. And of course, it's going to be something we check out on release, right? I mean, basically, it looks like there's a ton of stuff to learn right now, which is fine. But we've been learning for like 2.5 hours already and not making a whole lot of progress on this. The yield, we got the yields a little bit more figured out, a little bit of the basic game figured out. The fight mechanics look interesting. They look like the better parts of both. So I remember Endless Legend vaguely when I played that game a million years ago. And I remember the upgrading of units being a pain in the ass. That looks like that's been backed off a little bit. I remember the fights being okay, but long. It kind of looks like the best of both worlds. So we've got like civilization style, like single units moving around that can be combined into like multi-unit armies. But when that fight happens, there's a little bit of tactics, right? There's a little bit of the impact of terrain and the impact of blocker units versus ranged units, etc. That looks kind of promising. Whether or not that gets fleshed out or not, we'll have to see when we play more of it. I want these tooltips are like insanity inducing. So I want to see what Faith does still. Okay. AI seems kind of whatever right now. They have stronger units and could crush me. I'm not too worried about the AI at this stage though, right? It seems not great at the moment, but maybe. It warned me immediately for settling an outpost in the early source of the game, which seems crazy. And then it's been, it has stronger units but doesn't attack me. Its units are, I wasn't able to attack it with any normal amount of investment of resources, but I didn't put a ton of resource into that either. Here we go. Create your religion. Faith. Pick the base of your people's beliefs. 10 faith, 10 influence on holy site, 10 faith, 5 influence on holy site, 5 faith on holy site. Okay. So what happens? Where's the holy site? Does it appear? Okay. We need 40 followers to unlock a new tenant. Don't we have like 5 total population in our empire? All right. Again, I'm not worried about the balance or how well we're doing right now, chat. I just literally wanted to get a basic sense of the game. The most problem, I want I think I'm going to play without tutorials next time, maybe. Just because the tutorials are so infuriating to deal with. And then I also I really need to find a scroll speed. Am I just missing scroll speed in here? I need a faster scroll speed. Like someone has broken all my mouse fingers, like all the fingers on my hand, they just like snap them and then I have to just... Anyways, okay. All right. Let's get out of here then. This was promising. It's tough to tell from playing just that little bit anything about it really. So I hope you guys have a happy holiday here. And meanwhile, have a good one. See you soon. Cheers, guys.